Hi everyone, welcome to today's Vinyasa style morning yoga for well-being. We're going to get started right away, coming to face the short edge of the mat, standing in Tadasana, feet a hip width distance apart, rooting down into the earth. Inhale, raise the arms overhead, interlacing your fingers together, palms facing skywards, finding length through the entire body. And this time we'll interlace our right fingers around the left wrist, bending to the right, side body stretch. Inhale, center. And taking this stretch on the other side. Mindfully release. Inhale, arms skywards. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, twice more. Tuning into the rhythm of your breath in this moment. And from here, stepping back into plank pose, lowering the knees down, sinking the hips towards the heels, child's pose. Rolling forwards into cobra. Exhale, push back into cat pose, and again. Really articulating each movement. Using your palms for support. A few more rolls. And from here we'll meet in tabletop position. Knees are in line with hips. Wrists are in line with shoulders. Core is switched on, drawing the navel to the spine, and we'll take some traditional cat and cows. Inhale, gaze forwards, broaden across the heart space. Exhale, press into the palms, curl and round. And again. Meeting in tabletop position, flipping the grip, stretching out the front of the forearms, the wrists, returning the palms under the shoulders and pushing up into downward facing dog. Perhaps pedaling out the legs, moving the hips from side to side, finding any movement that feels nourishing. And when you're ready, finding stillness. Inhale, spinal wave, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, and again. Seeing if you can incorporate the articulation of cat and cow into these spinal rolls. So when we push back into down dog, we're creating that cow tilt, and when we roll forward, it's as though we're coming through cat pose. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, float the right leg up, three-legged dog. Opening the hip, bending the knee, drawing the right heel to the glutes, feeling a beautiful stretch along the right side of the hip. Re-extend the leg. Shift the weight forwards, tiger curl, knee to chest. Re-extend the leg, three-legged dog. And again, this time guiding the knee to the left elbow. Re-extend. And this time right knee to right elbow, pausing for a moment. Three-legged dog. And again, knee to chest. Three-legged dog. And we'll take this cycle once more, flowing at your own pace. Doing your best to ground down into the index fingers and the thumbs to really help support your forearms. And we'll come into Warrior One. Hips are squared. A slight tuck of the pelvis so that we're not compressing the lower back. The front knee is in line with the ankle, back foot is out on a diagonal. Maybe gazing up, maybe inviting a bit of a back bend into the thoracic region of the spine. Breathe. Returning the palms to the earth to frame the front foot, step back into plank pose, either taking a chaturanga or meeting us in downward facing dog. Offering yourself this moment to reconnect with the breath. Feel your connection to the earth beneath you. Notice if you're feeling sensation anywhere, and seeing if you can be okay with that. No judgment. Grounding down through the right leg, raise the left leg, three-legged dog. Open the hip, bend the knee, heel to the glutes, keeping the shoulders squared. Re-extend the leg. Inhale, tiger curl, knee to chest. Exhale, push back into three-legged dog. This time left knee to right elbow. Three-legged dog. Left knee to left elbow, engaging the core. Re-extend. Taking one more round of these tiger curl crunches. Noticing what's going on around the face. Is it possible to soften the muscles, unclench the jaw? Maybe invite a smile onto the lips. And from here we'll come into Warrior One. Doing your best to create a 90-degree angle between that front leg and the earth, seeing if you can lower those hips a little more. Find that inner strength. Scissoring those inner thighs together so that we're protecting the pelvis, transferring energy upwards through the crown of the head. One more breath. Lower the arms, frame the front foot, step back into plank pose, either taking a chaturanga or meeting us in downward facing dog. Offering yourself a loving breath in downward facing dog. Raising onto the balls of the feet, floating the right leg up. Tiger curl, guide the right knee to the chest, placing the foot down. And this time we'll come up into Warrior One. Breathe. If you'd like to challenge your balance, maybe closing the eyes here, tuning into your proprioceptive power. Pivoting to the left, Warrior Two, knowing that it's okay to adjust the stance. Again, a slight tuck of the pelvis so that we're protecting the lower back. Sinking those hips down and pressing into the blade edge of the left foot of the leg that's extended to really help support you and ground you in this posture. Arms are at shoulder height. Fingertips are extending away from the body, finding that activation. Softening the shoulders. Lengthening the crown of the head. One more breath. Transitioning into Sun Warrior, guiding the left arm down the left leg, raising the right arm overhead, finding a beautiful side body stretch. Returning to Warrior Two, cartwheeling the arms to frame the front foot, and we'll lower into a three-legged chaturanga. Meeting in downward facing dog. Noticing if there is anywhere that you're holding onto tension. Seeing if you can release. Seeing if you can guide the breath there. Raising the heels. Floating the left leg up, three-legged dog. Tiger curl the left knee to the chest, Warrior One. Two more mindful breaths in this posture. Pivoting to the right as we come into Warrior Two. finding your alignment, settling in. Transitioning into Sun Warrior, gliding the right arm down the right leg, extending the left arm overhead, side body stretch. Inhale, Warrior 2. Cartwheel the arms, frame the front foot, three-legged Chaturanga. Inhale, Upward Facing Dog. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Well done. Inhale, raise the heels, raise the right leg, three-legged dog, shifting the torso forward so that the shoulders are over the wrists, and then guiding the right foot over the body, coming into Wild Thing, a beautiful back bend. Mindfully returning the right palm under the shoulder, re-extending into three-legged dog, tiger curl. Guide the knee towards the left elbow and coming into fallen triangle, extending the right leg, grounding down through the blade edge as we work on raising the pelvis, the hips. The left arm is extended skywards. Breathe. Returning the left palm to the earth, three-legged dog. Taking a three-legged Chaturanga, inhale, Upward Facing Dog. Exhale, Down Dog. Well done. One breath in Down Dog. Raise the left leg. Shift the weight forwards, coming into Wild Thing. Raising the pelvis, the heart space. Finding your inner strength. Returning the left palm under the left shoulder, three-legged dog. Shift the weight forwards, tiger curl, guiding the left knee to the right elbow and extending the leg, coming into fallen triangle. Doing your best to keep the arms and the shoulders stacked. Seeing if you can raise the hips a little higher, maybe gazing up. Returning the right palm to the earth, three-legged dog, and coming into a three-legged Chaturanga. Inhale, Upward Facing Dog. Exhale, Down Dog. Well done. Raising the heels up off the mat, we'll slowly begin to walk our feet to the top of the mat, coming into a forward fold. Maybe finding ragdoll. You might like to have the knees bent or straightened here, it's up to you. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Twice more. Meeting in your version of a forward fold. One breath here. Raising to mountain pose, lowering the arms down by your side. From here we'll come into a bit of balancing work, grounding down through the right leg, You might like to place your palms on your hips, perhaps joining the palms together at heart center, bending the left knee, raising it to hip height. We're going to hinge our torso forwards as we send that left leg back, coming into Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana, keeping the hips squared, maybe flexing the foot or keeping it pointed, it's up to you, whatever helps you find that engagement, and if possible, straightening that right leg. The gaze is towards the earth and slightly forwards, finding a fixed point of focus to help you with this stability. If you wobble around, that's okay. Mindfully coming upright, seeing if you can keep that foot elevated, and we'll come into eagle pose, crossing the left leg over the right, maybe finding a double bind as we wrap the foot around the calf, and the right arm is crossed over the left, maybe joining the palms together. Breathe. Gently release, returning the left foot to the earth. One breath in mountain pose. Maybe swaying the hips out from side to side, taking any movement that feels good. And we'll take this flow on the other side. Bending the right knee, raising it to hip height. When you feel stable, guiding the torso forwards as you extend the right leg back. Three more gradual breaths in Warrior 3. And transitioning into eagle pose, seeing if you can keep the leg raised. If you need to tap it down, that is okay. Remember to smile, have fun with your practice. Maybe closing the eyes here. One more breath. And gently releasing. Well done. Returning to Tadasana. Inhale, extend the arms skywards. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Twice more. Planting the palms down, stepping back into plank pose. 3 mindful breaths in plank pose. Gently lowering the torso down, arms grazing the side body. Well done, lowering the body down onto the mat, pressing up into Cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, push back into Child's Pose, sinking the hips towards the heels, resting the forehead down on the mat, arms are extended out in front, giving yourself permission to soften. I invite you to stay in Child's Pose for as long as you like, affording yourself a moment to honor the space and the time that you have cultivated to nourish the mind, the body, and the soul. Thank you for allowing me to guide you throughout this practice. Namaste.